The creator of this video was calmly walking through the forest when strange, sharp screams suddenly echoed from deep within the woods. He pulled out his camera and headed toward the source, not realizing he was about to record something that would still give TikTok users chills to this day. No one has come up with a clear explanation. What exactly did he capture? Take a look yourself. Maybe you'll come up with your own version.
What the hell was that? What? What is that?
There were a lot of interpretations. Some claimed it was the head of a spider-like creature from Appalachian myths, while others insisted it was just a doll being yanked by a hidden fishing line. Sounds somewhat logical, but the final judgment is up to you. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe. It really helps the channel grow. In a small town, a security camera captured something very strange. In the middle of the night, a regular stray dog appears to start changing shape. Take a look. It seems like the animal slowly stretches upward, rises onto two legs, and turns into a human-like figure staggering down the road. Hard to believe, but it really does look bizarre. While walking along a familiar forest trail with her daughter, a mother couldn't have imagined who or what might appear ahead of them.
Come on inside! Carly!
Right on their path, a huge creature with long brown fur suddenly emerges. It stands there for only a moment, then calmly steps back into the woods, leaving both of them frozen in shock. Some people believe this is real evidence of Bigfoot, but others are convinced it's just a person in a costume. Pedestrians from the afterlife. Tesla owners have been reporting for years that their navigation system sometimes shows people who aren't actually there. This especially happens near cemeteries and accident sites, leading many to believe that the technology somehow detects ghosts. In one popular video, a guy is driving his Tesla through a cemetery and records what happens.
It's a standby. Oh, goodness. Look. It's a lot of fucking people, dude.
The car detects human figures along the roadside, but as you can see, the area is completely empty. And the moment when the navigation shows a person on a motorcycle, that's even creepier. When the guy walks up to a gravestone, he finds a toy motorcycle lying on the ground. It seems the person really did die in a crash, but according to the Tesla, in the other world he's still riding. If you have any reasonable, logical explanations for what we just saw, I'm sure a lot of people would be more than happy to read them in the comments. Staying in a hotel room for the third day, the video's author complained about constant noises, something creaking, moaning, breathing behind the wall. He couldn't sleep at all. One night he finally gathered courage, grabbed his phone, and went into the hallway where the sounds were coming from. But he probably shouldn't have.
What the hell was that?
Some think the footage is fake. When he lifts the camera, you can spot a cut. But even if it is staged, the atmosphere in that video is genuinely unsettling. Very little is known about this viral TikTok video. The guy was simply exploring an abandoned building when he suddenly stumbled upon something that hardly looks human. In this short clip, you can see a bald creature crouching in the shadows. Its body looks somewhat human, but the shape of its head resembles an alien. Who that was, and what happened to the cameraman, remains a complete mystery. Walking through the empty nighttime streets of a small town called Rosario in Argentina, a young guy named Moshes was filming his stroll. He was calm and relaxed, having no idea that he was about to fall into a chain of terrifying events.
Yo vengo por la calle, ¿ves? Y estoy llegando a mi casa. Y ven el árbol, ven allá. ¿Lo ven? Acá. Ahí en el medio. Hay como una figura oscura. Me llamó muchísimo la atención de la cuadra anterior que lo veía. A ver, vamos acá. Mi casa está acá a la vuelta. No hay nada. No sé.
The strange things began in the park, among the massive trees. Moshes noticed a weird shadow and decided to check what it was. But a piercing scream forced him to turn around and run home, where he thought he'd be safe. But it was only the beginning. Near his house, the mysterious sounds returned.
Estoy sintiendo hace un rato ruido acá atrás. Y no sé qué mierda es. Esto es re oscuro acá. Hey, hola. Hey. Concha de tu madre. ¿Qué carajo es eso? Una sombra y veo cosas por todos lados. Este es un cuarto, la casa de acá atrás es como un cuarto que guardamos cosas, pero estoy sintiendo como un golpeteo. Bueno, no, nada. ¡Ey! Puta madre. Todo el tiempo ruido. No.
Unfamiliar voices, raspy and terrifying, echo as if coming from nowhere. Panicking, Moshe rushes into the house and locks every door, not yet realizing that something horrific had slipped inside with him, and it wasn't shy about making its presence known.
¿Se escucha el ruido? Acá está la habitación de mi hija. ¡Ey! Uy, se siente re fría esta habitación. ¿Qué carajo? El ruido viene de acá adentro, me parece. Concha de tu madre, la concha de tu madre. Otra vez, ¿ves? Ruido acá adentro. ¿Qué onda?
According to Moshe's, he lives alone. His daughter stays with her mom and only visits him occasionally. And as if sensing that, the entities seem to settle into the empty kid's room. For a while, the chaos stops, but a couple of hours later, the power goes out, and new disturbing things begin to happen.
Yo me apago la luz ahí. Oh, esto me da muchísimo miedo.
Unable to endure the nightmare any longer, the voices, the slamming doors, Moshe steps outside, where he finally comes face to face with his terrifying guest.
Otra vez, los ruidos en el patio, otra vez. Yo no sé si... O esa es Sansa, pero... Esa mi perra tiene un cono, pero... A ver si escucha algo raro, Uy.
Don't forget to like the video and subscribe. It really helps the channel grow. This chain of strange and unsettling events happened to a young couple from the United States. One late evening, they looked out the window and noticed an unclear figure standing in their backyard, far away, but staring directly at them. Even after a long time, they admit they still have no idea who or what it was. Later, the couple learned that the house previously belonged to some healers who had died under rather mysterious circumstances. Some commenters were convinced that their spirits might still be lingering there to this day. But that was only the starting point of all the weirdness. A couple of weeks later, the pair went to the Appalachians, hoping to relax and forget about the unsettling encounter. But things didn't go the way they expected.
Okay, so there's this crazy noise outside. I don't know if it'll pick it up on the video, but there are some dogs in the distance that are going crazy. And this thing has been getting louder and louder for the past like 5 minutes. Okay, that sounds like a person. That sounds like a woman though. Or like two things at once. Okay. No, yeah, we're actually gonna leave. No, yeah. That's okay.
Fear completely took over, and they decided to leave in the middle of the night. But later, while reviewing the footage they recorded, the couple noticed something they hadn't seen during the moment of filming.
I got too scared. Yeah, we're actually going home. So we're just gonna drive home tonight because, yeah, that wasn't the only weird thing that happened. I guess I'll post an update.
Right as they got into their car, a dark figure rushed behind the vehicle. And according to them, no one was anywhere near them at that time. You'd think that was enough adventure already. But the next morning, they still decided to return and check the place where everything happened. While walking down the steps toward the river, the girl saw the usual scenery, until her eyes fell on something that genuinely terrified her.
So here's the gate, and then you can see the stairs. And then you make it to these stairs and you walk all the way down. And then you make it down, and then there's this. That's what it looks like when you get over here. And then you keep walking forward that way, and I'll show you later. Me and my cousin went out here last night, and it was like we heard some sort of animal crying. And we just turned back around and went back up the stairs because something's crying, there's a reason. It sounded like a deer. These chairs weren't here yesterday. What in the world is that? What in the world is that? What? Sorry, okay, anyways, we make it to the river.
In the comments, one version appeared immediately that it was a Wendigo, a mythical man-eating spirit that first watches its victim from the darkness, then slowly approaches, and then does the very thing it's feared for. Sounds scary, but I wouldn't jump to conclusions. People fake things for clout all the time. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe. It really helps the channel grow. One night, a driver was going down an empty road when he suddenly noticed a small dark figure standing right in the middle of the highway. The man assumed it was a toy or mannequin and stopped the car to remove the doll from the road. But what happened next terrified him to the core.
Manches, un chaneque, chaneque, un chaneque, un chaneque, no manches, chaneque, oh, chaneque, no manches, un chaneque, lo voy a usar porque.
He instantly sprinted back to his car, and the dashcam continued recording That little creature ran out of the darkness after him, laughing creepily. What was it? A kid pulling a prank after watching too many horror movies? Or something pretending to be a child to make him lower his guard? Let me know what you think. I'm genuinely curious. The next clip appeared on TikTok from a girl named Lexi. From that moment on, her life basically flipped upside down. It all happened suddenly. She was recording a regular makeup tutorial in her room. Let's take a look. The scariest part.
Got the cutest little samples yesterday.
So
Lexi lives alone. There was no one else in the house that evening. So who was peeking at her from behind the corner? Many believe it wasn't a person at all, but something paranormal living in her apartment. One guy decided to rewatch footage from his dashcam and noticed something strange. Let's take a look.
Guys, look. There's no one here. No one in this corner. Look at this. Still, nobody here. Look at my left camera.
On the front camera, just a normal road, nothing unusual. But on the rear camera, right next to the cart appeared some strange man with a shortened arm. The video was uploaded online and spread across social media instantly. What's interesting is that the two cameras seem to show different versions of reality. Viewers are split. Some think it's a simulation glitch, others say it's a blind spot, parallax effect, or a frame sync issue. Either way, it looks unexpected and creepy. A guy named Dan Ortega recorded something strange at his home, and according to him, he still has no explanation for it.
Hey, qué pedo. Mamen, si ven eso. Qué verga. Y, o sea, lo cagado. Lo cagado. Es que estoy en un segundo piso.
Behind the curtain, you can see a shadow, as if a tall figure is walking back and forth outside his window. But here's the twist. Dan lives on the second floor, and there's no balcony or platform there at all. So how could anyone be behind his window? Is it an optical illusion, or something truly paranormal? Share your theories in the comments. This man captured a frightening moment right outside his house. Around 10 p.m., he went out to get some fresh air and noticed a strange figure on the second floor. In the footage, you can see something standing on the balcony, something that looks either like a creepy woman or some otherworldly creature. But the most terrifying part is its gaze, glowing red eyes that made the man freeze in place when he really should have been running. In 2013, a group of guys went into the woods to prepare for a hunting trip. Suddenly, they noticed movement in the bushes nearby. At first, they thought it was a bear walking on its hind legs, but later they realized it might have been an actual Bigfoot. At first glance, the figure really does resemble one. And even if it's fake, a costume, or some kind of prank, the guys still deserve credit. It looks extremely realistic. This old video first appeared on Reddit and shows unusually strange behavior of water. The exact filming location is unknown, but viewers pointed out that similar phenomena were seen in Brazil and Indonesia. Many people ask the same question: what on earth is happening here? Not everyone has an explanation, but let's break it down. In reality, it's simpler than it seems. These are natural processes caused by specific conditions. In Brazil, similar surges happen due to underwater ridges and sandbars. In Indonesia, because of tidal bores, nothing supernatural, but this churning water still looks creepy. A normal day, nothing seemed out of the ordinary. A girl named Alex was recording a video with her child and their cat when everything suddenly turned into a real horror scene. First, a strange knocking sound echoed through the house. The cat became tense and went to check. Alex followed him. Behind a curtain on the floor sat a huge stuffed teddy bear, which suddenly started moving its legs on its own. Alex was shocked, but still examined it up close. She didn't find any strings, magnets, or tricks. A few days passed. Alex woke up in the middle of the night to an unfamiliar sound. She grabbed her phone again and went to check.
À bientôt pour un nouveau concert.
This time, in the child's room, a musical toy unexpectedly started playing, while the baby slept peacefully. There's still no explanation for this, but hopefully Alex will eventually figure out what's happening in her home. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe. It really helps the channel grow.